people see the bricks going up and think everything is easy because tiri kugara kuno ku UK. But what they don't see is the sacrifices, the unexpected expenses, and the stress of building a house whilst you are miles away from home. Today, I'm here to tell you the honest truth of building our dream home whilst we are here in the UK. Hello, my beautiful family. Welcome back to Tari's building journey, where we turn dreams into bricks, one stage at a time. Yes, we do one stage at a time here. If you are new here, my name is Tarsai. I'm building our family home in Zimbabwe whilst living in the UK. I'm sharing my entire journey, the progress, the costs, and the challenges. So if you are new here, please do subscribe and leave a comment. Thank you. So let's get into it. So I've got a question here with me. One of us here has asked me, why are you building in Zimbabwe whilst you are living here, whilst you have vana vako kuno? Why is it that you are investing back home? Why can't you just buy a house here or just take a mortgage? And the honest truth from me is Zimbabwe is home for me. Like what I've said in my last video, that Zimbabwe is home. That is where I've been born. That is where I was born and bred. So yeah, so I'm very, very much comfortable in building in Zimbabwe, and also this is my permanent investment. So I have to make sure that if anything happens, I know that I've got an investment back home. I'm not against those people who are building or who are investing in other countries. I think it depends with an individual. But as for me personally, I prefer to invest back home or do projects back home, because I know if I retire, I won't retire in this country. I know I will retire back home. So yeah, I think this question, I've answered this question. Okay, and another question was, I know you've shared your story that you are building in Zimbabwe and you are not there. Is it not a disadvantage for you to be building and trusting people that are doing it for you whilst you are away? Tell us some of the disadvantages that you think or that you are experiencing, like for now. And to be honest, the major disadvantage that I know it's not only about me, it's about all of us, about those who want to learn through my building journey. The major disadvantage is, no, you are not physically there. You cannot just wake up one morning and say you are going to the site to see what is going on, to see what is happening. You are miles away, and what you are trusting, you are only trusting the people that are there. So you have to have people who are trustworthy to handle your finances. You are depending on videos, you are depending on pictures, you are depending on receipts, you are depending on pictures of the progress, you are depending on someone who is trustworthy. But for me, to be honest, I've got a very supportive family who are handling my project. So yeah, on that one, to be honest, you need to have very trustworthy people to involve in your finances. Yeah. So this is how it started. Yeah, we have started by involving an architect. In fact, before the architect, we sat down with my family and agreed on the house plan. We googled on Pinterest, on Facebook, TikTok, everywhere to see a possible house that we can build on our Norton residence. So takagara pasi as a family tikaonesana kuti tingaite house plan ipi, tingate plan yakaita sei, and then we agreed on this particular plan that we decide to build. So the first stage was we involved the architect. We sat down with the architect through the phone. Everything was done online. We called the architect and we gave him my dimensions. Kuti tikudai ma bedrooms edu nganga akakura this much, ma rooms edu nganga akakura this much, yeah. And then tikuda kuti imba yedu inge yakadai so, ine kitchen, ine pantry, ine bar, ine everything, ma specifications zvataida kuti zvinge zviripo in our house plan. Takabvumirana ende zvanga singaite to include architect akataurawo. Then we agreed on one thing, and then the plan was done. We sent it to the council, and then before the plan was approved, we were already preparing the land. What we started by the land clearing. Takatanga nekusakurisa. We hired people to do the land clearing, and then have to buy the caretaker cabin and build a black toilet a temporary black toilet for the caretaker and the builders. And then of course I didn't have so much money, but because it is a new residential suburb, there was no house at all in the area. So for the caretaker and the builders to be safe, I had to install a fence. So we have installed a fence, and also we drilled a bore. And I've also installed cameras, yeah, for security reasons. Okay, and then after that, that's when the topsoil removal was done. Some of the materials were delivered. Was waiting for the house plan to be approved. Finally, when the house plan was approved, the builders didn't take long. They started with the topsoil removal. They've done this trenching for the foundation to be done. And then the problem, then there was a problem when they were doing the footing, yeah, because the house is sitting on square meters ayakagara. The builder I didn't know kuti angasiri kunyasozivawo zvaangachita. I trusted the builder because I've been referred by some other people that he knows what he does. Anogona basa and all that. And I didn't do my due diligence. I didn't even ask for I just trusted that he knows what he knows. He's a professional. So I just gave him the work, and I gave him basaracho kutaite, and then yeah, that's when he messed up before we even go before he even went far. He messed on the footing, because I didn't really know that the footing was messed up until the engineer came to do his inspections, because there was certain stuff that he was supposed to do. He was just supposed to do to follow what was on the plan, but instead he has used his own, I don't know. So yeah, the builder messed up with the footing. So that was the major problem. So we have to redo the footing, honestly. The cement, quarry stones, river sand, water, everything. Shakangoenda. We have to redo the whole house. And then it was just a mess. So yeah, that's another problem. Another challenge that you have to do a background check. Yema builders amnenge mchichaga. Honestly, do background checks and ask for vanhu vakambo vakirwa naye, ask for my certificates, ask for my registrations, ask kuti akambova ari based kana fanaka zvakaita inini, the builder is based in Norton. I should have asked someone from Norton Town Council if he is well known, but for him, he claimed that he was well known. You know, the first inspector came, they inspected the house and said, they inspected the trenching and said trenching was okay. And then they came the second time. No, they did not come the second time. The second time it was the engineer who came to do his own inspection as well, because Paidiwa must still fix us. Saka engineer he's involved in the project, so he was supposed to come on a certain stage for him to do his own inspection as well. That's when the engineer had noticed that the footing was too weak for the house. So the builder akaramba akataura kuti no, the engineer is too young, yeah, akatanga basa manje inini ndiri munhu mukuru, yeah, ngotaurawo zvakawanda. I can't say everything on the camera, but yeah, it seems like the builder didn't want to work with the engineer, so that costed me money that was supposed to yanga ifana kunge yakaenda pastage imwewo, but I have to redo the footing and also redo the part of the trenching, because anga akasiya zvinhu zvaifanira kunge is involved in that trenching. Yeah, it's a lesson that I've learned. That's why I'm saying on this channel we are going to learn as we go. I'm inviting you guys to be here so that on this journey that I'm on, I want to learn with you guys. Muchiona kuti how I'm building, my mistakes and and you learn from them as well. It's not about bragging. It's not about showing off. It's about the next person whilst they are living far from their building site. And it's not only kuti adautanga kuvaka ari kuno ku UK. There are people who are in Kenya, there are people who are in South Africa, there are people vanogara kure, like mumwe munhu anenge ari kuBulawayo, project iri kuitwa kuHarare. All those people, and I want you guys to learn from me, because honestly ndakatoita mistake already before I even go far. Saka ndakabva ndatongomustopa builder, and I have to get another builder kuti auye kuzoita corrections. Yeah, the next stage is about financial reality. Yes, pama prices apo inini I was so unfortunate that pandakatanga kuita zvekuvaka it was that time when my prices of petrol was going up, so everything went up. Ndakatenga cement yangu pekutanga, the price is okay, in the next load the prices were high. So yeah, it was a bit expensive for me as well. Pama deliveries, sand, all the aggregates, everything was expensive, because ndopakatanga kukwira fuel as compared to vakaita before ma fuels atanga kukwira. So these are some of the financial realities. Anditika kozoitawo ma expenses that are not ausiri kuexpecta, unexpected expenses, like my transport costs, my cost for offloading materials, and all those petty things zvekuti munhu anongogona kuudza kuti kwaiswa jecha renyu raiswa outside the building site, so you have to pay me for me to kuti nditore those building material ndichiuisa pa the actual building site. So those are some of the financial challenges that you might face. Because you'll be building on a budget. You cannot set a budget of saying I'm budgeting $500 for me to do the foundation, because honestly, those expenses are not on chat. Kind of, there's something that needs to be corrected. You have to pay for it. It's not the builder's baby to carry, it's yours. The builder might say, okay, Ndrukuya Mangwan, to see your project, to somewhere else, kuno start his new project, because we expect out he is going to cater for some of the things. Okay, so in what I've done is I've learned that you have to research before you buy. Research, especially now, is now a bit easy, because people are advertising stuff online, so you can call them. Especially if you want to buy cement, just do your own research. You check for the prices, and if you don't have trust with people, just buy things online and then send someone to pick the stuff that you have bought online. So yeah, I think on that one, it's kind of straightforward. For me, that's what I do. I always do a research on prices, and then agree with the person that if you deliver this type of material, or I'm sending someone to collect, and then kana mona ashika ipapo, and then I'll pay. Kana awona kuti this is the right thing that they need, I'll pay for the stuff. Yeah, that's how I'm doing it, like as of now, because I've also learned when I was doing the Blair toilet, ndakatuma munhu kuti aende nonditengera ma fabrics, and pakauya to dinner tunenge tunzungu, compared to the price, it was just not fair on my side. So yeah, it's a lesson as well. That's why it's good to use trust with people. You have to use trust with people, and do your own research, and ask for the supplier to send you pictures. And also, don't rely on pictures. Send someone who is trustworthy to see exactly what you are paying for. Yeah. Also, another issue is you have also to ask for receipts. Ask for receipts. Ask for a receipt from the supplier. Tell them to send you a receipt via WhatsApp, and then ask for a receipt from the person that you have sent to pay for your building material. Yeah. And don't rush important stages. Don't compete with anyone. Like myself, we have my neighbors already, but I'm still on the foundation stage. So yeah, I'm doing it according to my budget. I cannot go out of my budget because I want to compete with my neighbors, as I am doing stage by stage, one step at a time. So yeah, please subscribe to my channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe, comment, and like and share this video, so that YouTube can show it to like-minded people, to those people who are also planning to build whilst they are not where their building is being done. So in my last statement, I would like you to ask if you would build back home whilst you are not there. What's your biggest challenge? If you're already building, what's your biggest challenge that you have faced whilst you are building back home, whilst you are living abroad? Please comment below, and let's learn together in this video, and also help someone who might also want to learn from you and me. Thank you so much for watching this video up until to the end, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you in my next video. Bye.
a new start. Answered the sirens call